All right, good morning, Nigerians. Welcome to yet another edition of the program, the Global Review and Issues in the News. Today, the 11th of November 2025. It's Tuesday. I am John Sule, and I say welcome once again.
Good morning, beautiful listeners of Badeggi Radio. My name is Usman Apara, and thank you for always staying right here with us.
My name is Ibrahim Jimba, and I'm welcoming you to the program. Don't forget, this is where you get the truth and neutrality. Good morning.
All right, good morning. Thank you very much. You can join us right now on our social media platforms at Badeggi Radio 90.1 MHZFM, that's Facebook, and on YouTube at Badeggi Radio 90.1 TV. You can also send us messages on the number 09138579001. Later, open that line for you to call in for your contributions, and you can send us a voice message on WhatsApp number 09064444510. You also can drop a comment on our Facebook page or YouTube. Let's see what you have there as your contribution this morning. Now, let's go with what we have here this morning on our newspaper headlines. All right, quickly, we have the Vanguard newspaper that says here, FRC to adopt Islamic Financial Reporting Framework. All right, the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria, FRC, has announced plans to formally integrate Islamic finance services into the country's financial reporting framework by adopting standards issued by the Accounting and Auditing Organization for Islamic Financial Institution, AAOIFI. More details, please. The Vanguard newspaper has that. Now, moving on. Nigeria's private sector credit soars 75.9% in 2 years. All right, that of course is another headline there. Lagos moves to hold NAS in contempt for defying Supreme Court judgment. Here, it says that this is the Supreme Court seeking leave to commence contempt proceedings against the National Assembly over its continued move to pass the Central Gaming Bill, despite a subsisting judgment of the Apex Court declaring such legislation unconstitutional. More details, the Vanguard has that. Now, alleged 80.2 billion naira fraud. Court continues Yaya Bello's trial today. All right, deceased or your teacher had cancer of the bone marrow. All right, deceased or your teacher had cancer of the bone marrow, not beaten by student government. Now, the NUT is saying there on the Vanguard newspaper. Now, police insist on arrest of Sowore over alleged plan to incite violent protest in Lagos. And then down there we have why we declared Timmy Praise Silva wanted, saying by EFCC, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. EFCC has declared former Minister of Petroleum Resources and ex-governor of Bayelsa State, Timmy Praise Silva, wanted over an alleged case of conspiracy and dishonest conversion of $14.8 million. All right, belonging to the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board. More details, the Vanguard has that this morning. Now, on insecurity, Nigerian Air Force strikes kill terrorists, bandits in Borno, Kwara, Katsina, and others. The Nigerian Air Force has upped its counter-terrorism and counter-banditry operations nationwide with a series of precision airstrikes that neutralize cause of Islamic State of West Africa Province, ISWAP, terrorists at Malam Fatori, and I hope I pronounced this right.
Malam Fatori.
And Shuwaram, areas of Borno State. All right, more details. You grab a copy of the Vanguard newspaper. Now,
this story, is it a response to Trump threat? There was, look at the target.
Yeah.
The target is still Boko Haram and ISWAP and
bandits.
Yes, the so-called Boko Haram. The attack is on, as it has been alleged to be an attack on Christians, and that's to bring the Christian genocide. But the Boko Haram and ISWAP has no any respect for any religion, tribal or ethnicity.
At all.
They kill anything killable. So, but now that Trump have actually wakened Nigerian government, I think it's a good one. Let's give kudos to
The
the troops.
Nigerian Air
Yes,
Force,
Nigerian
yeah.
Air Force. The entire Nigerian troops. You know, it wasn't an individual. It was complementary effort of all other sister securities.
I think it's a good one. We should see more of that, as because the whole world is watching. It's not just we, the population. The world is watching. Can Nigeria do it? Can we do it without foreign intervention? So if we prompt it up and start doing our work, see, we can do this ourselves.
Yes, of course.
It's not. See, I don't know America. Nothing. We don't even need them. We can do this. What are you telling me? Are you telling me that if a war broke out with Nigeria and its neighbor, we cannot defend ourselves? And then you're not talking about these ragtags, these riffraffs. These riffraffs, how many are they? So it is the willingness, the political willingness from our leaders. It's not like we can't do it. We can do it. See, these individuals give the military 1 week. They'll clear them off. But the military also need command. And the command has to come from the top. The men are willing and able and capable to carry out these strikes within 24 hours, and you would start seeing results. But where is the will from the above? So we have to see order from the above. Looking at, I know sometimes the leaders look at political side of it, that if I do this, it's going to affect me, my political whatever and whatever. No, do it for the benefit of all, and everybody's going to hail you. Another thing is that, believe me, for more than 6 years now, Nigerian army has been killing these riffraffs, these bandits, these Boko Haram, cattle rustlers, and the rest. You hear 150, 100, 50, 150, 100, 200, and I'll be like, how many are these, Seth? How come we hear them all the time? 200, 100 being killed every day, and the way they finish, the way they finish, are they more than the population of Nigeria? Nigeria is more than 200 million people. What are we saying? So let's see. Let Nigerian government continue to do what it swore to do, that is protecting lives and properties of its citizens. Let's keep attacking and attacking and attacking. Maybe before the end of the year, we will have peace in these rural areas.
My only joy is that those who are actually belittling our troops, we have one of the sophisticated, very intelligent, highly motivated troop. But if you do not have the goal, like you said, if you do not have the order from the above, so this is to tell you that they are there. The Nigerian military, the Nigerian troop that used to know, that used to go to war in every part of the world and come out successful, victorious. They are still, the spirit is set there.
Yes.
So we are now, the one war, we get to know where the loopholes now. So do not crucify the troops.
Yes.
Don't say why now. It is now probably they are getting the direct go ahead, the green lights, and they are striking. So kudos to them. May God continue to, the spirit of success continue to be with Nigerian troops.
Amen. Amen.
All right, it is wonderful. Thank you very much. The thing is just funny because I think Trump's, for my own perspective, I feel Trump's threat has actually helped in gingering, and then
a stimulus.
We also
yes,
heard
I welcome it.
On some newspapers where they wrote that some bandits are running away, Chad and
Yeah,
Nigeria
yeah.
are closing their borders.
Yes. And Chad,
Like they know that America no
We
go.
want to Nigerian troops.
one of the news was that Chadian president told their military to man their border properly.
Yes, in order for
Because
them
the
not
fire
to.
is going to come from Nigerian troops. It's going to be not going to something that you can contain.
So I think kudos to them, and then
Yes.
we pray that God gives them more strength to
That the tempo should be
defend
maintained.
this nation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen.
All right, let's move on to the Guardian newspaper, where it says there PDP leaders drag Oyo judge before NJC. Let me see. Okay, leaders of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) have petitioned the National Judicial Council (NJC), demanding urgent disciplinary action against Justice A.L. Akintola of the Oyo State High Court over what it described as acts of judicial recklessness, impunity, and gross misconduct.
See, you see this country, our politicians, they are playing with the judiciary. They are playing with judiciary. Judiciary is not a place where you go and play games with They are an independent arm of the government. But the way Nigerians politicians are playing with the judiciary, I think there needs to be reform in Nigerian judiciary. You hear this one's court gives bail and the police are not obeying it. You hear this one, court asks you to come, and all contempt of court everywhere. Contempt of court here, contempt of court there. You can imagine this court in Niger gives a judgment, another one in Kaduna says otherwise. Take a look at the PDP convention issues. PDP is divided, and this particular one will go to this court, get a judgment. Another one will go to another court, get a judgment. This one is stopping the convention. This one is saying maintain the status quo. You see, we are journalists. Even we are confused. Not to talk of ordinary person on the street who doesn't know how this thing works. How do we even explain it? Today we tell them court has suspended the judgment, suspended the convention.
Tomorrow,
and then tomorrow another one. Come on, let's get this in straightforward.
All right, here also on the Guardian newspaper, it says that man dies in Rivers brothel as police arrest suspect.
That's bad.
A suspect is in police custody in Rivers State after a male client died under mysterious circumstances at a brothel on Azikiwe Street, Mile 2, Diobu. Wow.
It's in the Rivers. Yeah, I served
now
there.
place where they enter.
I served there.
Wow. So you be Port Harcourt boys.
Yes, wait.
One killed, another injured as drunk, reckless drivers cause crashes in Lagos. Kidnappers open fire on motorists. Police deploy operatives in Kwara. And then residents protest abandoned Ijoka Road project in Ondo. And then customs strengthens ties with industries, pledges support for growth development in Ogun. And then $1 trillion economy can't be achieved without aviation industry. Now, the federal government cannot achieve its ambitious $1 trillion economy without the development of the country's aviation industry. That, of course, is on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. You just grab that.
Because
and then,
monies will be coming from abroad, and it is the foreigners that will come and invest the money. And if the aviation is not properly taken care of, who is going to come? Because that is the only mode of transport they can come into the country with. And in 2030, we want to see Nigeria economy is $1 trillion in 2030. I hope we get there.
And Apaya, thank God you were in the Ministry of Education. This one, I like this. So if this could be part of our agenda in Niger State, Minister to make education key driver of economic growth, national development. You've seen the schools that we have here in Niger State. I still see that school, Gwangwapi in Saukakauta, dilapidated. Let's tell each other the truth. Sometimes when I pass through that route, I see how students, they jam pack in a class. Not one or two classes. The roofs are gone. When it's sunny or raining, children have to go to other class. And then, what do you think? Like, because if I don't know if the government has, education as part of their agenda in Niger State here, because it can't be like say they left primary.
They do, but they are just making the shadow blue. That's how I look at it. Putting a round peg in a square hole. That's what they are doing. Okay, look at what the policy now. They are now bringing in the 394 system. That's again the 6334. Now, if you go to a primary school today now, after graduation from primary 6, you still continue in that environment.
Instead of moving you to like they do those days.
No certificate, no primary certificate, nothing.
You continue. So as much as I don't even want to look at the idea whether the policy is good or bad. Anyhow, that's not what I'm looking at now. I'm looking at the reality now. You are talking about Gongwepi, that you are having the dilapidation structure. There is no any single primary school in this town today. That's talking about the heart of the state. That you don't have one or two classes that is dilapidated. When you talk of dilapidated, where people is not habitable for human being. Now that is state capital. That if you have a foreign nationals or any other person who you want to show off, this is state capital, it's believed that some of the systems are working, you check them around for sure. We're not talking about other localities, local government, where some people are even learning under the tree. You understand? Some people are even been taken to either the district head or any of the palace where they can just find a little bit comfortable atmosphere that is habitable for people to learn. Now, you are now bringing a system where you have to extend your study from primary 6 to junior SS1
to 3.
To 3. Did you have the structure? No structure. Did you have the manpower? If you have teachers, okay, the minimum qualification for you to teach is NCE. It is believed that any teacher who can teach in primary school can still extend his teaching ability to JSS 1, 2, 3. Fine. Did you care to give them training and retraining? You are bringing a new system and you do not care about retraining them. You are now exposing them to something it's not actually new. You are updating your own policy, but you are not updating their knowledge. You are not updating their pedagogy, their teaching process. Then how do you want to get result? And that's why I say they are putting a round peg in a
square peg in a round hole.
So that's what they are trying to do. Go to school now, even though we just have to say this thing because we have actually sent a letter to Minister of Education. Probably they have the idea, but from what we have seen, this is from our findings, this is how we feel and we are reporting it. We've sent a letter to Minister of Education, Niger State, to come and at least explain this thing to people because many parents are confused. Some people are, you understand?
Yeah, many parents, even me as I'm sitting here.
So I still believe in primary, I still believe in public school. And that's why till this moment I'm telling you my children are still in public school. I believe in the system. I believe the teachers are qualified. It's only the motivation. And if I'm taking my children off the public school, it means I won't be looking at that direction. So I deliberately so that I can be following the system. That's why I'm not listening. So I can know what is happening. So it is important for us to believe in the system. You go and ask who is the Commissioner of Education. All those people, the high-ranking people in the Ministry of Education, follow them. Where are their children? Are their children in public school? No. That's just the political leaders who are bringing this policy for you. Where are the children? Some of them, not even that they are not even in public school. They are in private school even out of the country. Some out of the state, some out of the country. So why should you bring a system that you yourself don't believe? Are we not deceiving ourselves? And if you talk now, if you don't know how to talk now, the next thing they begin to misinterpret you. So the system they are operating now is a confused system as far as we are concerned because it is a confused in the sense that you are now adding the work. You do not add teachers. If you say you have enough teachers, fine, we don't want to argue that one. But do you train them? Do you give them teacher training? Do you organize workshop for them? When Telba want to employ teachers, Telba employ almost from 3,000 to 5,000 teachers. Most of the teachers that you reliably are having in Ministry of Education today are teachers employed by Telba. It's a good thing. Are we not saying it now? In that training, because Telba is a seasoned administrator, despite the fact that most of us then, you know, graduated either from NCE, from College of Education or university, there was induction training for 3 months. There was an induction training. They are giving it whether it's 3 or 6 months. I can't. Some months, I remember. Yes, either 3 or 4 or 6 months. 10,000 now, a stipend, and they bring out qualified teachers, competent and qualified teachers in College of Education, in Niger State and some in FCU Kontogoa, to mentor and introduce you into the new system. You understand? And before you know it, the most competent and qualified teachers you have in Niger State are the one employed by Talba.
Yeah, I remember. Yes, it's true.
So if you are bringing this system, why don't you emulate this type of policy? Prepare them first, you know, to the new system so that you don't end up, because that stage of education is the most dangerous stage. If a child needs that foundation, that's it. Definitely, it will affect his process of acquiring learning as you go to any stage.
Changing policy. I think from former President Olusegun Obasanjo, during his tenure, there were education policies. When he left, Yaradua came, he had his own policies. Goodluck Jonathan came, he had his own different policies, and every administration that came and left had their policies. Before it used to be junior secondary school, like the minimum. Now it has been changed. So now, what are the training, just as you talked about? Has this even policy been implemented? Even the junior secondary school, which they said should be the barest minimum, it was not even implemented. Now it has been truncated, and another one has been implemented, and another has been introduced. This one that has been introduced has nothing has been done about it. They even introduced Chinese language, ICT, AI, and all the rest into the education system. Where is the training? Where are the facilities? Where are the schools? You have schools. Should I say there are schools? There are no schools, because these places are just places where children go to play. Schools have become routes where people pass with their car, bikes on foot.
Yeah.
Fences are falling, and it has become just normal playing ground. Children no longer stay in school. Children are no longer secure. They no longer stay. Go to many schools in Mina. You see children hanging around outside. This is not how it should be. When I was in GSS, that is for the old corner now, you dare not come to school late. You dare not go back. Stay outside after the break. But I see children roaming the road, the streets, because the principal there will be in his car and start moving around, chasing children to go back to the school after break. Where are these kind of people? Principals that we have now are just sitting principals inside their office. They don't even go out to see what is happening. And one thing is that the removal of PT has also helped in compounding this problem.
I think they are reintroducing
it. Has now been introduced.
That's very good. Very good.
It has now been introduced. They are trying to see how they can come, but I think they've not started collecting it because there is a problem in PTA in Niger State. That is the association, because there are two factions of PTA right now in Niger State, and there's a problem. Last week, Niger State Ministry for Basic and Secondary Education, in collaboration with National Parent Teachers Association, that is the PTA at the national level, the PTA national level came to Niger State, sat down. Then the Ministry of Education, Basic and Secondary Education, sat down and said all the association of PTA in Niger State have been dissolved, and they've given 3 months. Understand? They've been given 3 months to conduct another election, and one of the faction that was the chairman that was there walked out of the meeting. So now there is a problem when it comes to PTA. So I think it's another matter that we'll discuss another day, because it's a very big, serious matter. Because if you are bringing PTA back, you need the association. And if there is a problem with the association, who is going to control the PTA? Because the money doesn't belong to the government. According to the association, the money belongs to the association. Government does not have a penny in it, and the government money does not go back to the government. It stays with the PTA in the school. So I think we will need these individuals to come and explain to Niger Light how this PTA works, understand how this money is going to go, and which association is the bona fide one in the state.
I think this is a very interesting topic. We'll try to see how we can get any the PTA in Niger State, so that we can, even if it's via phone, just get to hear what the situation, because the education, they are only looking at the resources. They don't think about the education of these children, and it's in danger. And PTA have been helping a lot. You are talking about the source. The source is parent now. It's purely parent.
Yes.
You don't tax the teachers. But it is just that if the money is coming, as it used to be for the principal, headmasters or principal, used to be the secretary. They control the finance. You come and pay. Since they are domiciled in the school, if there is any project, the parent they will now have come and meet. They will now approve the project.
You remember that PTA money was used in employing some teachers to come and also help in teaching.
Anyways,
teachers.
let's go on a commercial break.
Yes.
I see politics in PTA.
Yes.
All right.
Badeggi Radio.
You're not going anywhere.
We'll be right back. We're going on a commercial break. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Yan uwa al'umma ga wata muhimmiyar sanarwa mai amfani ga masu ajiya a bankuna. A yanzu haka kudaden ajiyar ku a bankuna sun ƙara samun kariya mai inganci. Hukumar bada inshora akan kudaden masu ajiya a bankunan Najeriya NDIC ta ƙara yawan kuɗin inshora akan ajiyar ku a manyan bankuna da manhajar waya har zuwa naira miliyan 5. Bugu da ƙari an kuma ƙara kuɗin inshora akan ajiyar ku a ƙananan bankuna da bankunan gidaje zuwa naira miliyan 2. Wannan yana nufin cewa a yayin da bankin da kake ajiyar kuɗinka ya faɗi za a iya biyan ka ajiyar ka a cikin iyakar kuɗin inshora. Sannan idan kuɗin ajiyarka ya wuce kuɗin inshora za a biya ka bayan an sayar da kadarorin bankin da kuma bayan an samu kuɗaɗen da aka bayar bashi. A duk harkokin da za ka yi a banki ka tabbatar da cewa takardun bankin ka sun cika daidai, ka kuma tabbatar da cewa sunan asusun ajiyarka daidai yake da dukkanin ajiyarka a kowane banki. Ka kuma tabbatar da cewa lambar ka ta VVN tana haɗe da lambar bankin ka. Mu haɗa kai wajen tabbatar da hulɗar banki mai inganci a ƙasa baki ɗaya. NDIC muna ba da kariya ga dukkan kuɗaɗen ajiyarku a bankuna.
Commercial is over.
Did you hear what I said?
Crude but correct.
Badeggi Radio, FM 90.1.
All right, thank you very much for staying tuned and welcome back from that commercial break. Haven't talked about PTA and politics in PTA. Let's move on with some of the headlines we have here this morning. It says here, El Rufai urges Zamfara residents to join ADC. El Rufai urges Zamfara residents to join ADC. The former governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El Rufai, has called on Zamfara residents to join the African Democratic Congress, ADC, to rescue Nigeria. All right, El Rufai, there is an rescue mission for Nigeria, according to him. Now, let's rally behind Tinubu to end terrorism. APC chieftain urges Nigerians. Here it says a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress APC in Osun State, Honorable Olatunbosun Oyintiloye, has called on religious communities and political leaders in the country to rally behind President Bola Tinubu. So they're urging all Nigerians to, of course, rally or support rather. If it's with prayers, you are free to do that. Now, BBC directors resigned for wrongly editing Trump documentary scandal. Wow. That must be a very serious mistake.
Two of them on the program called Panorama.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. Anyways, that's serious. That's journalism. All right. Nigeria losing $15 billion annually to oil theft report. Why should we be doing that? Nigeria is losing an estimated $15 billion annually to oil theft and pipeline vandalism. A new study by Professor Usman Mohammed of Kaduna State University has revealed. All right. That, of course, is a lot of money, $15 billion.
Despite having Tom Polo, who said he's going to be using his boys, and also Nigerian security agents who are also manning the pipelines, and still we are still having this problem. No.
All right. Tom Polo, who he has been on the run. You know, when Buhari came on board, I don't know the politics that went under the ground that brought him back, and all of a sudden he was being given a contract to man our pipelines. But despite that, we're still having cases of oil theft. There was a time the Nigerian Marine saw one of the fort. They said there was a kind of some pipes that was being leaked to the main pipe, and from their analysis that the rottenness of the pipe there shows you that this thing is for almost more than 10 years. This just surprises me. How could there be this type of theft be going on with undetected with all the technology? And that is that's our cash cow. That is the hope of Nigeria's economy. That's oil. So why should this thing be going on undetected? So the whole thing there is I don't know the commitment.
It's not there.
There's conspiracy from people, and that is why you see NNPC, despite the fact that they are running at a loss, but they keep on maintaining their stay in the government payroll. Ordinarily, what Atiku and Peter Obi and some of the presidential candidates then were campaigning that by the time they have the seat of power, they will sell NNPC.
It has been sold.
So now the government is contemplating. This government have not promised to sell the NNPC, but now all of a sudden, one of the aide of the government was saying that the last time that the government is contemplating selling Kaduna, Warri, and Port Harcourt refinery.
It's better. You know why? It's better we sell them so that private individuals can man them, just like Dangote is doing.
You think any other private person, unless of course it's not within this planet, that what happened to Dangote is a big lesson to any investor who want to come and buy.
People will come. The reason why I'm saying this is that every administration that comes spend like $1 billion trying to resuscitate the one of the refineries, and at the end of the day, it takes longer time before they will be able to do it. We'll be doing December. By December, will be done. Then they will not finish meet up in December. You now see February, after February, and then at the end of the day, we are finally done. Snap pictures and the rest. Then within a month or two of its being operational, it breaks down again. So billions and billions and billions of dollars is being sunk into these refineries, and it can't even refine 20,000 liters of fuel. So what is the essence? Sell it, so that private people can come and make it functional more.
Who do you think will buy it?
See, by the time they put it in the market, people will come.
Just the way they bought Nepa now.
Yeah,
we'll buy it.
People will come. See, Mr. Paya, we should sell these things. It's no longer, we see.
No.
Nigerian government cannot maintain it. Cannot manage. It has become a conduit pipe for siphoning public funds. It's no longer working.
I'm not against buying it.
But who is buying it?
Who is going to buy it? Because I'm just looking at how they frustrated Dangote, if not for the fact that it has a very, very strong spirit to stay put. Unless Dangote will have started crying now.
So what I'm saying, it is the ideal thing to do right now. If the government want to do it, they can do it. Just put it in the market, sell it, and then so that by the time they sell it, Kaduna, Warri, and where again, the rivers or Port Harcourt one. Believe me, if they are all operational, we are probably going to get lower price of petrol, because we're going to have enough fuel in the country. The country will be flooded with petrol, because right now it's Dangote that is flooding the giving us petrol. So you can now imagine when we have 4 working refineries in this country, price of petrol will definitely drop.
Even are not going to work for Nigeria. Sell them, allow Dangote to be operating.
If Dangote want to buy it, let him buy it.
Anyways, bandits attack Kano village, abduct 5 nursing mothers, and rustle 50 cows. It says, yes, despite deployment of armed security personnel, armed bandits Sunday attacked Farua community in Shanonu local government area and abducted 5 nursing mothers. All right.
I think Kano used to be quiet with all these
Kano and
Jigawa. Don't shift small.
Kano and Jigawa.
So
and you know the funny part of it, you know this, you see this Sambisa forest bar. It's a kind of long stretch stretch forest that as coming, because I used to do follow that place, and I was just curious. I used to ask some of my lecturers there when we were passing that place. What they tell me about that forest, that there's this forest in Kano, in Dogwa, in Pelgore. It's a very, very thick forest that going there, it's not a small thing. And one will expect that bandits and Boko Haram will have been using that place as one of their hideouts. But because of the commitment of the Kano state government, the government have never, go to sleep, because they know they have a very dangerous forest. So I'm surprised now that this is coming. Not any government at home, during Konkoso, during Ganduje, even Abba Gida Gida, they never play with that forest. And because that is where the only place I am seeing that this can use either hibernate or come to strike. It's a very, very thick forest. It's stretched. As you're going, you have a break, you have a settlement there. It goes like that, till you get to the Borno state. Like coming from Zamfara. So that's how it, even Niger state here. All this they have is a stretch. I hope they don't like, because Kano and Jigawa in the northwest, relatively they are not having that issue of this banditry.
Now it has started small.
Major,
small.
there is a day we have a program here with Major
Yes.
Major Daladi,
Yeah.
retired Major Daladi Ahmed. He said what these criminal gangs used to do. If they want to come, they come to this attack they used to do. They use like you give an example. Somebody who want to test electricity. In the house,
They want to test
you will put tester to see if there is light. So they will just come and just have a flash attack to see the level of response from the troops, from the government, from the people. If they see that
there are
the response, they will come again. So after they come again, that's how they begin to have a settlement. Okay, where are we going to capture? So I hope, I pray that Kano
is a populated place.
If Kano, you know, and unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunate, let me use that phrase. Kano is the centerpiece of the northern economic hub.
Yes.
So if you allow Kano to be in this array, economics activity in north will definitely be disrupted.
Especially farming too.
Even goods. Don't you see? Go to Mobile every morning.
Yeah.
If you see the number of cars that are going to Kano on daily basis, you think if they go today, they will not go until next year. And this is happening that happen on daily basis. Again, if you go and stay to see the cars with lot of goods that are coming into that's Mina Olio, you think if they come this month, they will not come until next year.
So you can imagine a place like Lagos
and they go
having
on daily
security
basis.
issue. You can imagine like place like Lagos having security issue. What do you think will happen?
So I think it's important the government should do something very quickly. Yes.
All right, thank you very much, Usman Apaya. And then let's move on with some headlines, and then we see what we have here again on our message. Now, here it says Anambra Guba APC deputy candidate Kunife congratulates Soludo. All right, and then we don't win already. I tell you, Lagos signs MOUs with 3 investors on waste conversion, and FCT 2026 ADC chairmanship candidate vows to be accountable. Now, okay, that is that on the Vanguard newspaper Blueprint rather this morning. Don't forget, NCC warns Akwa Ibom schools against piracy, and then court sustains order clearing PDP to hold Ibadan convention. World Diabetes Day, okay. And then El Rufai urges Zamfara residents to join ADC. That, of course, erupted again. And again, Mr. Paya and IG. I saw here where it says that Agile Project Niger State is it like an NGO kind of that mentors girls. Yeah. And they've been complaining that they've not been paid for 7 months. And then recently they discovered that, okay, they've been paid 15,000 naira. And in other states, instead of giving them the 15,000 naira, they pay them 80,000 naira in other states. So now they're complaining that for 7 months they've not been paid. At the end of the day, they're giving them 15,000 naira instead of 80,000 naira. So I don't know if you
mean they pay the what
now 7 months without
I know that
pay.
story.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think IG Abek
just bring it out to
you help us so that
I also heard about this story. You know that the Agile project.
Agile
Project, yes.
AGYLE.
Agile. So it's a non-governmental organization with that is using. It's basically for women, and they are more interested in educating girl child within the state and other states around, especially in the north. It's an NGO, and the collaborating with Niger state government. And I think basically most of them are the staff are government employees.
Okay.
Yes, especially in strictly education sector. And I heard that it is alleged that the Agile project, recruited teachers, female teachers around the states, to mentor girls in their schools. All schools, female schools, and although mixed schools where there are girls, female teachers have been, recruited to mentor these girls.
Okay.
They've been working around the clock, and they've been doing that for like 7 months now. And then after that, they are supposed to be paid, but for 7 months they have not been paid, and then suddenly they were giving 15,000 naira for the work they've been doing for 7 months. And they also found out that in other states, northern states, there is also a project like that for mentorship, and they found out that in these states, other states, the women, the teachers there were paid 80,000 naira for this mentorship they are doing with girls. So, and I don't know, this is an allegation. We would like to,
I think if who are those in charge in the states, so that we call them to hear.
Yes.
Because when you said they are paying some states 80,000, and your counterparts here are being paid 15,000 naira.
15,000 naira.
This is so outrageous. So I think. Do you have? You say you've been with the organization.
Yeah, I think I know somebody there.
Whether the PRO or any.
Yes,
head.
I think I know the PRO. Let me look for the number of the PRO. We'll call and let them let's hear the view if what they are saying is true or not. Things it's already come and it's already the information is already with us now. So let's see if we can call them and hear them have their own say. It's an allegation. Let's see. I hope it's we get the details.
All right, thank you very much for staying tuned while he tries to establish that call. Let's see what
Hello?
we have.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine.
My name is Gimba from Badeggi Radio.
Okay.
Yeah, and you are live on radio. We just received an information we want to confirm.
Okay.
Yes, we receive an information that Agile. Please introduce yourself. Yeah, let's do that first. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, can you please introduce yourself? Yes, I can hear you. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello.
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 Okay, let's cut and connect. I think it's network.
Yeah.
Cut and just establish connection so that we can balance up the.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, officials move to fast-track energy resilient policies and investments on the Premium Times. That's the latest headline this morning. Tinubu assures of government's commitment to improve Nigeria's electricity. Mr. Apaya, if you remember, during the campaign where he says, if there's no stable electricity or power, make the no vote me for second. Not me, him anyways, because I'm not a politician. So I think Nigerians are keeping records. And then he's saying here that Tinubu assures of government's commitment to improve Nigeria's electricity. Now, there is no industrial growth of economic development without power. I believe that power is the most significant discovery of humanity in the last 1,000 years, Mr. Tinubu said. So now, he's now assuring Nigerians of his commitment to improve Nigeria's electricity. So I don't know, before he establishes that, what do you think? This because it's not stagnant, there's no stable light, it's just fluctuation.
Anything you want to talk about electricity, any language, any phrase you want to use, I think you will just try your best and just leave it, because the many experts has complained. Many experts in the energy business have said that most of those people who bought that electricity actually does not have a stake. There's no much investment in it. Just like this, you are taking the whole liabilities, and you did not invest in it. You are only thinking about what you've inherited, the debts that you're going to be following it up. You have not actually invested. Look at the discourse, for instance. Now, the investment discourse have done in the distribution of electricity in Nigeria, it's nothing to write home about. Here you are in this country. It's not peculiar to this part of the world, Niger states. Virtually all the states, you have people, residents, contributing money to buy transformer, buy cable wire, buy poles, and all this. And all this is not counting. Any politician who come to promise you votes, development, you want to come to converse for your vote, he will say you will buy a transformer, buy this, that. The money that is meant to provide basic amenities such as schools, healthcare facilities, construction of roads. All this money is being diverted to buying poles, buying transformers, and all that. And yet, the discourse we tell you are not paying. It all depends on which discourse, which part of the country you are. You understand? But virtually, they all tell you that they are running at a loss. They keep saying they are running at a loss, and they remain put in the business. So why don't you sell it off? You can't be running at a loss. If you are not getting it, sell it out. You know, you remove your hand. There was a time where you want to collect back they want to review the privatization process, and some of the conditions, some of the terms and conditions of the contract does not give the government any breathing space to collect it, because they say for you to even collect it, yes, there's a kind of money that you have to pay that's before even bigger than what is at stake. So why should you get yourself overwhelmed in getting it back? Let it be still continue like that. But Nigerians are not happy over it.
That's all.
For lie, I think I saw in the news recently that they generated profit about 1 trillion naira also in the power sector. If you look at the power sector, I think it's one of the areas where that was privatized and Nigerians are not happy with. We thought if government remove its hand in running it, it will improve. But believe me, it didn't. Despite the fact that I know they receive assets and liabilities and all the rest. Well, what they are more interested in is recouping that asset, that credit, that bashi, that ADC official or disco official will tell you go and pay so percent. I think they are more interested in recouping that one than in providing infrastructure and equipment.
Do you know what they have succeeded in doing? They have succeeded in molding Nigerians' future, tie it to electricity. You understand? Because okay, look at now. You've given birth to a child, train him from primary to tertiary, becomes a man. You still marry for him, and you are still feeding him. What's the essence of giving birth?
When he's becoming an independent person.
So that's what it is now. Nigerian government, the power from NEPA, it is Nigerian resources that is being used to build the power company. You understand? The three value chain.
Yes.
It is Nigerian resources. Now, after we have gone to this stage now, we are complaining. They say sell it. We've sold it. Yet year in year out, Nigeria keep on budgeting money for subsidy. They are saying they are paying this thing as it is now. Do you know the Nigerian government is indebted to the tune of trillions of naira? So why should I give birth to a child that will come and become a problematic to me now? He cannot stand up. That's why becoming matured. That's why all the training I've given him.
After marrying for him, doing this and doing
it's
that.
very, very wrong for government to, especially private individuals, to be buying things for equipment for distribution companies. It's unfortunate.
Not only distribution, virtually
even transmission too. Transmission company.
No, that one is for government.
Yes, the government has taken
the GenCon.
Yeah, the GenCon. People generated. That is the people generating the electricity. See, Apaya, things are very, very wrong in power generation, power sector. Things are very wrong. I think we've gotten it wrong. And I think the only solution right now is to have power generation outside the convention one, that is the hydro one. Then when we started having more companies coming in, maybe that's when we start seeing sense in power generation and distribution, because right now it has failed woefully. You cannot go abroad, spend millions of dollars of Nigerian money, and say you want to win investors, and you have not prepared your ground, so that by the time these investors come in, they will just kickstart. Any investor that is coming to Nigeria will have to source for its own energy.
Of course.
And what do you think will happen by the time they are sourcing for their own power? Whatever services or goods they are producing will not be affordable for Nigerians. And at the end of the day, they will fold up and move out. So by Nigerian government, if they are really serious, get power sector in tune with the reality. 24-hour supply. Then companies will come, and then they can now say, okay, there is power generation, power stability, we can now function properly. But by the time you bring a manufacturing company from abroad, and this manufacturing company will have to be spending money on petrol and diesel, whatever they are producing will be too expensive for people to afford, especially now that purchasing power of Nigerians is down. So you can't. It's not possible. So that is the only solution. Let's see if we can have more investors. Despite the policy of decentralizing the power generation and whatever power sector now, states can also give licenses for power generation and race. But we also have to make sure that the environment is conducive for foreigners to come and invest their money.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Payanaji, I would like us to talk about this guy that his throat was slit. For those who take football too seriously.
Before then, I don't know. Has she been able to pick
She
your
has
call?
not been. She's not responding.
So for the benefit of our record, I think we have been putting call to the PRO, and I think she's probably she's trying to gather her record.
Yes,
before
it's better. We'll call after the program to hear from
before the end of the program. We might call her.
Yes. All right. Katsina United fans slit players' throat. It's not more news for equalizing goal in NPFL match. Now, if as a fan, are you expected to? I've seen Chelsea fans, I've seen Arsenal fans, I've seen Man U fans who they take this thing so seriously. You don't expect to win every time. I was an Arsenal fan. I stopped watching football because I know myself. I took things so seriously that when they win our own club like this, I know they like it for us.
Especially as you guys are not winning trophies. So.
You understand? And then I got to understand years later that these guys are making their money and I'm here disturbing myself. In as much as, I want them to win. They also, the opposition are also praying to also win the match. So I don't see a reason why you will slit a guy's throat.
A player,
a fan, yes, because he equalized. Because a fan can slit. Come on, what do you think?
I think this is barbaric, and this is not a game of football at all. Because that man or the fan is not a real football fan. Because a football fan knows that there are days that is going to be sour, and there are days that is going to be sweet in football. So if your team is not doing well, I think all you need to do is just accept it. Accept it at that time. You are not spending a dime in the club. You are not contributing to the club. So what's your stress? These players are there stressing themselves out daily, and then because he equalized or scored a goal and you are upset, I think you will face the wrath of the law, and that club will Nigerian NFF, that is NFF, will probably take an action.
They have done that already. I think there is a fine of 9 million naira to the team, and the home matches have now been shifted from Katsina to Plateau. They're going to just now to play their match, but that's not enough.
That's not enough. It doesn't bring the guy back.
If you see, if you see how if you look at how the first aid men try to resuscitate the guy. In fact, people were so emotional as I was watching the clip. I never thought that the guys don't even make it. Now they are all on him. Everybody is now bringing his own expertise idea on to resuscitate the guy, but eventually got intervention. The guy revived. He survived it, but slitting somebody's throat.
But he survived.
He survived. Good. He survived, and there was a lot of stoning into the stadium.
Football hooliganism.
There should be a spirit of sportsmanship. I discussed this in Badeggi Radio link yesterday. It's very dangerous, and it's a lesson to others, even our own home Darlington Tornadoes. Yes, it's not far. We should, if you really want to continue to enjoy seeing your Darling team play at your home ground, so you have to be very peaceful. You should know that in football, in game, in life, you win some, you lose some. You can't. It can't always going to be the basis of roses all the time. Okay, look at Nigeria Tornadoes now. They went to Katsina United. That is Katsina Kano Pillars. They defeated Kano 2-0.
Yeah.
Even though Kano is not playing his natural home, but Katsina is their home. They did this happen to this. This is something that happened to Kano Pillars. Yeah. They too had this type of kind of myopic, yes, by storming the pitch to beat off their opponent for not winning the game, and they have been taken to Katsina. So now Tornadoes went to Katsina, home ground of Kano Pillars. They defeated 2-0. The subsequent match Tornado had to play, the Abia United came to here and beat Tornado 2-1. You understand? So if that spirit of sportsmanship is not there, the fans were not too happy. You are not happy, but what would you do? So I think I have to commend Niger State football fans. Tornadoes supporters for letting it go, because you two last week you went and defeated Kano Pillars, almighty Kano Pillars 2-0, and they came to your own program, they defeated you 2-1. It means something is wrong. That's football. So the coach and the technical coach should go back and look at what actually went wrong. With the spirit we put in beating Kano, what actually happened? Do we have omission or commission? That's how it is. That's how it works.
I think one side, I don't know if the Niger Tornado is doing that, fan sensitization. Nigerian football, especially here in the north, we have the issue of fans hooliganism. Understand? I think if there is none in the team, we should have one.
I don't. Well, they do. They used to have meeting.
Yes, while fans have meeting, the chairman of the supporters club, where you're going to call your supporters and keep reorienting them, talking to them. No hooliganism, no fighting, no stoning, no pitch invasion. Continuously, maybe Niger Tornado will one day get an award for the best supporters.
It should not be. The supporters is of categories. They are registered supporters.
Yes,
and there are supporters who come willingly on their own.
Yes.
The orientation, I think, should be. They should be a kind of engaged like some cultural troops. All those artists that will come before the match or come and be entertaining, telling people,
and also sending messages.
Yes, messages. The reason why we're here, the beauty of it. If we allow things to go naturally, we'll still have the time to come together next week and do. But if we disrupt it, we will not have the opportunity. Yes. All these type of things is very good, and through that, government can get to arrest the get people to sport. Niger State has been flashpoint. Mina has been the flashpoint of violent demonstration. These hoodlums or whatever.
Yes.
You can use that medium to be catching them. So I think everybody should do his work.
Yes.
If everybody is doing his work, that thing that happened in Katsina is so barbaric, and it should be discouraged. I think taking them to his plateau. Well, since they want to maintain the northern region, is it somehow okay?
It's okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. So moving on now to other headlines here. It says EFCC declares Bayelsa ex-governor Timi Silva wanted for $14.8 million alleged fraud. That, of course, is on the Sahara Reporters.
I just hope they are not being so economical with the truth, with the stories.
Okay.
Because the story that has been in the public domain before now is that one of the governor from the south is involved in the alleged quote and unquote alleged coup plot. Even though the Nigerian government have actually till this moment have not come to agree that they say that there's a coup. Let's leave it as at that. But this governor, they say one of the governor, later on they said they raided his own house where they took one of his brother, and today EFCC is all of a sudden looking for him. Okay, now the question that you will ask now, the Moses, the EFCC is injecting in looking for this man, declaring him wanted now. Is he the only ex-governor who have cases of financial misappropriation or corruption cases? You understand?
He's not the only one.
Okay, look at Yahya Bello now that has been in the run now. Yahya Bello now is a champion because he's singing Omulogo. He said the president should be rest assured. 2027, he don't need to come to Kogi State and campaign. 2027, Kogi is for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is it all about associating yourself
with the government?
That all your cases all of a sudden have gone to.
I think if we all remember, I think you remember that. Former chairman of APC,
Adam Solomole, a senator now.
Yes, if you come to APC, all your sins are forgiven. That means if you are with the ruling party, all your sins are forgiven. See, Mr. Paya, in this country, if any government is being allegedly accused of money laundering or whatever, it is going into billions and billions of naira. And if you want to see the number of people that have been prosecuted, you can't even say there's a progress, especially governors, ministers, and the rest. So when a Nigerian politician want to steal, I think they do that with ferocious appetite of a jackal. By the time they want to do it, they don't do it small. They do it by the time it's in the news. You say, what? that amount of money. So all this, Nigerians need to see prosecution, and recovery of this fund, and that is when Nigerians will now have confidence that the war against corruption is yielding results. But for now, I am not confident at all in the fight against corruption.
And the fact that we are not confident, that does not mean that we are not saying that going after Temple Silva, former governor Bayelsa, is wrong.
No, go after
if there is a financial misappropriation, financial scandal hanging on his neck, you should go after him. But as you are the spirit you are using to go after him, go after all other governors who are having corrupt cases.
Yes.
Because a case has been filed. Okay, what more can you take about the Senate president now? There was a case. There was a time he hasn't EFCC case.
Yes,
We've not heard anything about that again. There are some governors who are actually.
Remember, he was in prison or in custody, police security custody when he won the election, and he came out and then.
So how about even Ojuzo Kalu, who have actually, was in having cases, even though somebody the other time we talk about him. We said there was a case, and even though the case was being appealed, but he was being jailed. At the end of the day, he is now living freely. One of those outspoken senators in the National Assembly today who is actually campaigning for the president. So I think the president they have to discharge this thing from the presidency, so that you don't just go and steal. And you come and associate yourself with the campaign team of the president, and you are late.
One of the obstacles in the fight against corruption in Nigeria is this time they say plead bargain. Plead bargain is an obstacle in the fight against corruption. Plead bargain means, if I get it right, it's when someone steals a lot of money, plenty money, and then the case will be going to court, and they'll be going to court and court and court. Keep adjourning. They'll be moving because when they are stealing, they steal even for court cases for their lawyers who will help them fight.
Of course,
yes.
Of course.
So, and at the end of the day, what happens? Plead bargain. What is plead bargain? Plead bargain is a situation where the government get tired of going to court with a particular individual, and they say okay, because as they are going to court, government is also spending money.
Of course,
this particular individual is also spending money in the case. So now the government, these individuals say, okay, government will now approach you. Okay, let's do a plea bargain, and that's when they say, okay, how much is even the money? Okay, it's 20 billion naira. All right, give us some part of it, and then you are free to go. And that's plea bargain. So who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't want to take advantage of that?
You have to steal a lot of money because at the end of the day, there's
so
this plead bargain.
Plead bargain is an obstacle in the fight against corruption, and I think and lawyers know this. They know the loopholes in the Nigerian constitution, so they use it. That's why sometimes an alleged corrupt individual goes to court with a neck brace. Sometimes go with a stretcher. Sometimes go with a walking stick. So
they just stage a drama, Koi.
Nigeria, my country. So it's funny, but somehow it's disheartening because these are public funds. You can imagine all this money, if they are being judiciously used for whatever they are meant for, Nigerians will feel it in their bones.
Right. Yes.
All right. Let's see what we have here on the Premium Time. So 2 killed as Imo agency's vehicle rams into motorcyclists and passengers. The director of operations in the agency and the police in Imo State have separately confirmed the development on that headline. All right, 20 million Nigerians lack internet access, says minister. Yes,
20 million.
Why won't?
I think they should be more than that.
The Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy also said the digital economy currently contributes about 19% to Nigerians' GDP, up from 16% in previous years.
Okay.
So this headline says, why won't 20 million? Over 20 million should be written.
I think it should be more than 20 million.
Not
in a country of more than
data.
200 million people. What happens to the people in the rural area? And especially with the amount of with the price of data is skyrocketing, and people don't get to use the internet as much as they should. If Nigeria economy must be looked into, the internet is one key thing. especially in rural areas, so that we can carry people in the rural areas
along.
Provide internet services. You are in the city and you are still struggling with internet services. How do you want the economy to go? So people, other countries are using 5G technology. We are still battling with 4G. Even the places where they say it's 5G, it's not 5G. Because a 5G network gives you 1 gigabyte per second. 1 gigabyte per second.
How much is a gig in Nigeria?
How much is a gig?
Let me leave 5G first. Let me leave the 5G
so
first.
You see, we need internet facilities, and internet infrastructure to be able to meet up with the world. We can't meet up with them, but at least we should be able to make some step and involve everybody in the internet, especially with the coming of AI. AI has helped people. It's helping individuals in education, in economy, on whatever sector you find yourself. AI is helping you. But what happens in a situation where there is no internet or internet access? What happens? Our secondary school, go there. How many computers do they have? So what do you want to teach your children or our children, so that by the time they come to certain age, they start also making money on their own, using the internet, downloading softwares, making computer programs, making apps, developing apps, and also building websites. All these individuals started doing them from little. But right now, where are we in this country? We don't even have chalk in the classroom. You're talking of internet. You can imagine.
It's unfortunate.
It is.
All right, thank you very much. I think we're going to be picking their calls because all what we have here is a repetition of those headlines. Reps launch a probe into $4.6 billion health grants from Global Fund, you said. The lawmaker said the funds, comprising $1.8 billion from the Global Fund and $2.8 billion from USAID, were intended to combat HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria, and to strengthen Nigeria's health systems. And I think the rep has launched a probe into that $4.6 billion.
This money, that's why when Trump came and he dissolved USAID,
USAID, yeah.
Yes, that particular agency that help foreign countries with in health, education, and other services. So now, the Trump administration said it's corruption. It's filled with corruption. These monies, United States money, taxpayers' money, is being siphoned, especially when it comes to, after leaving the United States shore, it comes to African countries or Asian countries. From there, the money starts disappearing. They just come, all these NGOs and the rest will just come, just do small snap picture, do small program, and the money gone. I think it's one of the reasons why Donald Trump came and dissolved United States Aid, International Development. So a lot of Nigerians have gotten money through that USAID, and we can't blame Trump for now until the house is put in order. Then we can now start. But those that need the money are suffering, especially those living with HIV/AIDS. All this money, tuberculosis and the rest. This money are supposed to go to them, help them with their drugs, because some of their drugs are free.
The machine to
the machine and see, we are playing. The health sector in this country is not what it should be like. If United States and other European countries remove their hands from our health sector, it will collapse completely. I'm talking about HIV/AIDS drugs that we are getting free. I'm talking about tuberculosis. I'm talking about the polio vaccine that we are getting for free. You can imagine if this money, they are giving us money, and also these drugs and medicines, and we are not utilizing them. This money are being siphoned. So what do you think will happen if we are left on our own? So Nigeria needs to wake up and show people that are giving us money and drugs that, okay, we are really using these things for our business, for our sake, and then we can have more.
All right, here, let's take this before we pick their calls or see comments. You said Timipre Silva responds after being declared wanted by EFCC.
Okay.
Of course, this is a headline for today. According to the EFCC, Mr. Silva is implicated in a case of conspiracy and dishonest conversion of funds provided by the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board, NCDMB. for the construction of Atlantic International Refinery and Petrochemical Limited.
Okay.
So that
this is what he's wanted for.
Yes. So he has come out to say something there. Let me see if I can get more details on that one, then I will pick calls or see comments on the Facebook page this morning. All right, here the former governor of Bayelsa State, as well Minister of Petroleum Timipre Silva, has said the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) did not observe any protocol before declaring him wanted.
Okay.
In a statement on Monday, Julius Bokoru, Special Assistant on Media and Public Affairs to Mr. Silva, said the commission only took to social media to announce quite unceremoniously that it had declared the former minister wanted. No formal communication was extended to him, no established protocol observed, only a sudden digital proclamation designed, it would seem, to inflame public sentiment and manufacture yet another episode of orchestrated hostility, Mr. Bokoru said. He described it as curious that what he said was once whispered in corridors as a coup matter had now quietly metamorphosed into financial allegation. Mr. Apaya, the same shadowy forces that once sought to criminalize Silva politically now appear to have reinvented themselves as fiscal crusaders. There must undoubtedly be an explanation for this cinematic transition from rumor of reinvention from one carefully scripted accusation to another, he added. So it's lengthy, but I don't know what Apaya thinks before.
Well, you know, we have talked more about this issue of Timipre Silva.
He has just responded.
Yeah, he has just responded. You know, it's an accusation, right? Formally,
they said he was
involved in the coup. Now they are bringing financial misappropriation, all that. Well, investigation is ongoing. By at the time they are done with the investigation, we just find out it's still issue of allegation. And still on issue of allegation, you know, yesterday we were talking about this Makanta, Idris Makanta
of Bidda.
Yeah, Bidda, and I think they went to court yesterday, and see a lot of media actually approached the barrister yesterday, where he was given an update on what actually happened and their call to the government to do the needful. So I don't know if we can actually call on the barrister to equally have a update, even though somebody yesterday said we are not balancing. But yesterday he called to balance. At the end of the day, we now know where the balancing is. You know, you have to put a defense, and I want to let him know, understand one thing. You know, what you have to balance when the people here are not respecting you. Hello, good morning.
Wallahi na kwana sir.
Antaji sir, you are live. Are you ready to? Are you okay? But now, can you talk?
I'm driving towards court in Abuja now.
Okay.
I'm late. I'm rushing to the court.
So it's all right, sir. We'll get to find out update when you have time.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, I think yes, he's in Abuja for another case. Otherwise, you have given us an update of the situation of Makanta, because they said they are accusing him of the money in question now is 3.4 billion. 3.4 billion. And I think he actually did a rejoinder on Sam Adegu, was he the chairman of Niger Food? So we want to get from the barrister. I actually make an attempt. I don't know if we can put a call to Niger Food.
Okay, for now we'll find out and let so that they can also see
yes
of the case. I think it's good if we can get them probably maybe tomorrow. Yes.
So it's very, very good. So I think you can open the phone line.
All right, 0913857901 is the number. But before then, let's see what we have on our Facebook page this morning. Let's read them out before we begin to pick your calls this morning. Thank you very much for always staying tuned. If you want to drop your messages now, you can actually drop that on at Badeggi Radio 90.1 MHZFM. You can do that right about now, and then we read your messages out this morning on the show. All right, thank you very much. Let's pick your calls. We're having some network glitches there. 09138579001 is, of course, the number you can call this morning on this show. 09138579001. All right, call us 09138579001 is the number you can call, and or you can send text messages this morning on the show 09138579001, or you can send us a voice note on our WhatsApp 09064444510. Let's hear your contribution on the show this morning as you have been listening, we believe. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Well done for all this program you've been doing. In fact, we are being enlightened most of the day, every day. I am Madam Mohammed from Jeddah.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, I want you to enlighten me on this Radio Sumakanta, because according to what I heard from your radio yesterday, you said court has given directive for his bail.
Okay. Yes, yesterday we spoke with the lawyer who said he was granted bail at the High Court, Niger State High Court, and then while he was there, he was still rearrested again, and then after that they went to the court. What you forgotten this court, this particular court, this federal High Court, and from there the judgment was that he should be allowed to go on bail, but he has not been released on bail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But tomorrow, inshallah, we're going to get the lawyer, the defendant lawyer, to be on air. So
my surprise is, I think the court order has been given for his bail. I don't know why they are still detaining him.
That is
it. At least if the court has given order for anything, I think there is nobody who is more than the verdict of the court. I think so. So may God do the best for us. Thank you.
Amen. All right, thank you very much. You also can call 09138579001. You need clarity on any of the headlines this morning. We will do justice to that this morning. All right, over here we have Good Morning Badeggi Radio and all the people in the studio from Omar, Sudan, IBB Road, Uphill, Mina. That, of course, thank you very much. Is a comment here on Facebook. We also have the Bala Benu Etsugaye. It says, good morning. All right, good morning, John Sule and the rest. Sorry, fluctuations. All right, thank you very much. It says, the current economic insecurity, there is no day that passes without you hearing of issues of deaths and kidnapping. Are we going by... Wow. All right, Mr. Governor and all the representatives must put hands together to tackle the issue of insecurity. Nigeria is bleeding. Niger is bleeding. Again, I want to urge Mr. Governor to appoint competent people to his cabinet, people who are not afraid to get sacked for saying the truth to his face. If he appoint sycophants who can't tell him the truth, we would be faced with issues we have today. Thank you. And that is, of course, Bala Benu Etsu Gaye. Now, again, Aisha Omar Chetu says here, Salam, good morning to you all in the studio. Wish you all the best. All right, 091-3857-9001. This is the point where we get to open your the phone lines for you to call in and contribute on the show this morning. Good morning.
Hello,
this
good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, Donald Trump called us a disgraced nation. What's unfortunate. I believe he's not talking to us, the people in the country,
What's your name?
but he's referring to the leaders. Quality of leaders we have today, they don't have the country at heart. Look at the kind of leaders we have, from certificate forgers, some drug addicts, some retired. You know why? I feel so ashamed. Look at our education sector. Just look at the country just going down the drain. Economy, security, yet they keep on dancing. Kai.
All right, thank you. You didn't even tell us your name. All right, 091-3857-9001 is the number you can call. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ambassador Gibu the Challenger. Adivano from Tudun Fulani. Trump calling our country a disgraced nation. If you take a look at it, seriously speaking, it's a very sympathetic issue and it's also worrisome. And it is a wake-up call for President Ahmed Bola Tinubu to really step up and do the needful. Which one are we going to face? Is it the issue of insecurity? Is it the issue of poverty? Is it the issue of constant electricity supply and constant water supply? Or is it the issue of good governance? Or is it the issue of education or health sector? So these are the things a common man needs. And it's not provided. So please, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, step up and do the needful. Because every living soul must test death. Assalamu alaikum.
All right, 091-3857-9001. You can also send text message on the same number. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Desuli. Good morning, Mona Fire and IG in the studio.
Good morning.
My name is still Mr. Desuli.
Welcome.
Yeah, I want to speak to this issue of Bua from Donald Trump to Nigeria. You see, from my own view and my own perspective, I think it's that time Donald Trump should think positive on a way to support Nigeria on this issue of attack on terrorists and bandits than bringing attack to Nigeria. Because you see, let us go back to past record even before Nigeria got independent during Sahamadu Bello and Tafa Balewa and Co. Nigeria relationship with America have totally go beyond somebody should just wake up an American president is bringing attack to Nigeria. And one of the biggest countries, one of the biggest African race, brother, within the continent. So you bringing attack, I don't think it's solving the situation, rather escalating it. Let him think the manpower, the way he can equip and support our military and support the Nigerian government on this issue of terrorism. Because we cannot continue moving like this. from one president to one president, and you as an American president, that people are looking up to you. You are saying you are bringing an attack. Did the attack solve the solution, or rather escalate the solution? So please, Donald Trump, to keep it calm and keep positive to support Nigeria in terms of military equipment and other training and logistics. That's not my own call and advice as in Nigeria. But people that are taking negative or appreciating that Donald Trump come and attack Nigeria, immediately one single bomb drop, they will be the people to even run away from the country. The other say, to God bless you.
Amen. Thank you very much. 091-3857-9001. Callers, let's hear your contribution on the show this morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, John Sele, Apaya, IGP. This is Dombi on the line.
Welcome.
Good morning, Dombi.
Yes, bro. How was the studio?
Fine, thank you.
Let me just use 1 minute 30 seconds. And the issue of Nigerians, we are just waiting for God's intervention every day. Whenever I wake up, I will look up, I will look side, I say, oh, this is Nigerian. So I have nothing to do except prayerful. Let's pray for our leaders. Let's pray, keep praying, both the Christian and the Muslim. Thank you very much. They should know what they are doing. Please and please. We the masses, we are begging. We are begging, please, every day. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. 091-3857-9001. That number, you also can text or call us. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
We thank God.
I didn't hear my honorable Badeggi's voice in your mix. I hope he's fine.
He's fine.
So I wish you God help.
Amen.
On all what you are doing.
Amen.
Let me start my name. I'm sorry. My name is Garba.
Okay,
speaking from Albitians.
Welcome.
My is just to say hi to you. May God save you people.
Amen.
May God help you.
Amen.
Thank you with the good things you are doing. May God help.
Thank you very much.
To everybody. Take care.
All right, thank you very much for that. And I think IG, a lot has happened in Nigeria, and I think people are listening and appreciating Badeggi Radio for doing what they know how to do best in the States.
Yes, a media house. The main responsibility of a media house is to educate and enlighten people and also entertain them. And if you look at the Constitution also, it says we are to hold leaders accountable so that leaders can be transparent and accountable to the people. And if you look at it again, you find that the media is a rallying point for the people. Media determines the public discourse. Ordinarily, an individual can go to the ministry and say, okay, what is happening here? I want to know.
You need to.
You can't do that. So their responsibility has been not that you cannot do that. The Constitution has given you rights to do that, but for you to leave whatever your work and your busy schedule to go to the ministry and say you want to know this, you want to know why is this happening, why is that happening. I'm sure even the ministry will be overwhelmed if people decide to do that. So the media now stand as people who do that on your behalf. So whatever we are doing here, it's not for ourselves alone, it's for everyone that's listening and those that are not listening. Because if you hold leaders accountable, if you ask questions, what is happening, why is this not being done, and why is this done this way, I think it's going to make sure that the leaders are up to the task and they will be on their toes to make sure that they deliver, understand, their mandate, whatever they promise the populace. So for that reason, this is what we do here. It's not like certain people don't see, they don't know the role of media. If you know the role of media, you wouldn't castigate any media house for telling the government what it should do and what it should not do. As a matter of fact, the government should see media as a partner. You know what I'm saying? As a partner, someone who partners with you to let the whole world know what is happening.
Somebody working alongside you to see success.
So governance is not operated in a vacuum. Understand? Definitely, we have to tell people what you're doing, what you want to do.
As a public servant,
and then we help you to amplify this whatever policies you have. You have to tell the people this is what the government is doing. and also the people will have to tell us what the government needs to do. So we are like sitting in the middle.
And that's where criticism sets in.
That's why the criticism,
which is,
see,
of course, allowed in
believe
democracy.
Me, in a situation, in a system, or in a society where there is no criticism, you find that that particular society does not move forward. It does not develop. There's no development at all, because, see, it's human nature for people to feel that, yeah, I am the best, I'm doing this, and nobody's going to ask questions, nobody should ask me questions. It's natural that people feel that way. But it's also natural that we have people that will tell you, no, that's not how you don't feel that way. Oh,
let's take it.
You are held accountable.
All right, 09138579001. You can call in now, text messages as well, 09138579001. And while you do that, telecommunication operators fault e-governance bill on regulatory overlaps. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Alassane. I'm from Brighter.
Okay, from Brighter.
Sorry to say, it's about insecurity that you guys are always talking about it.
Okay.
I think that when our governor was ready to fight about banditry and Boko Haram, when you look like late former president, General Muhammad Buhari, when he's in term, there is one chief of army staff, General Brutai. It's all about this Palongoro issue that they are talking. You know, for that during time, during his time, there is time where they are doing screening, soldier training, screening for that Palongoro. I think that by that during time, there is no issue of Boko Haram and banditry hiding inside the forest. But I don't know what is actually happening now, that they are not using the place again, and they are sharing it in between Boko Haram and banditry.
Okay.
So they have to cooperate and join their hands together and doing it together, because why we are always saying they are never ready to fight all those banditry and Boko Haram. Like, even that if they cannot be able to bring this thing that they said they wanted to bring from other countries, they should allow armed soldiers to be fighting all these peoples. Why they cannot allow them to fight them? And they are always be talking that they say insecurity. They should allow them to fight them. They can be able to use their armors to fight those peoples. All where they are hiding, they know, but they are not allowed them to fight them.
Okay.
So they should just do the needful to us to help us.
All right.
All right, thank you very much. That, of course, is an opinion from his own side. All right, 09138579001. 09138579001. You can also send text messages to that number. We'll read them out this morning on the show. Hello, good morning to you. Hello? Hello. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning to you.
This is Tamako from Tunga.
Okay.
You see, the problem we have in this country is lack of truth.
Can you speak louder?
Just like what are you hearing me?
We can hear you.
I said the problem we have in this country is lack of truth.
Okay.
People don't want to come out and say the truth. Just like what was about to happen to Badeggi, because he said the truth. They want to shut it down. You see, people knows what is going on, the people that are behind all these bandits of a thing. Imagine a leader coming out to say that the opposition, he will make opposition ungovernable. And everybody keep quiet, and that is the result of what we are facing today. So that is what I want. People don't like telling the truth. Even our leaders today, they know what is happening, but they don't want to come out. They are only doing trying for formality, not that they don't know. They don't. So may God help us.
Amen.
All right, thank you. Was there at any point where he said he was going to make opposition ungovernable? Like, if there's any record, I don't think I have any records like that. So please, I think we should be careful with our utterances. If you don't understand, you ask questions.
Hello. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning to you.
IGP, good morning.
Morning.
My name is Okolabai. I'm calling from London State.
All right.
I don't want to talk too much. anything about this boundary and other things. They know who are those behind all these things. So they should come out and fish out all these people. I remember during Baba Buhari, they were came out with one list that these are the Boko Harams. It never even take 2 days. The names have disappeared. So they know what they are doing. Please. Now only going to help this our country. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Uncle Abai. 09138579001 is the number to call this morning on the show. Dangote Fertilizer, German firm partner to boost fertilizer production. All right, another headline there on the Premium Times. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning to you. All right, please, when you call, listen to your phone or maybe switch off your own radio, and then you can hear us when, of course, we pick your call. 09138579001. The Nation News headlines here. Okay, another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Mr. Paya, good morning.
He's listening to you. Good morning to you.
Jimba, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Our indefatigable Zaki that is far away in Kebi, I'm sure he's listening to us.
Very well.
I will say good morning to him, and I wish him a journey mercy back to Mina.
Amen.
Well, the issue of breeding ground for bandits, we have two important forestries that are almost taken over by bandits. You know, there is this what we call Kamuku Game Reserve.
Okay.
Kamuku Game Reserve that came through Kaduna, passes through Niger, Zamfara, and it goes like that. These are places that the bandits are, creating camps there. Okay. In Niger State, we have a forest there, which is also a very good game area for the bandits to camp. So, you see, these are the areas that the intelligence organization should have to do something, and the government itself.
Okay.
I want just to say good morning to you, and Zaki that is far away in Kebi. I wish him journey mercy back. Thank you.
Amen.
All right, thank you
Thank
very
you so
much
sir.
For that prayers and your contribution this morning on the show. 09138579001, the number to call this morning on the show. And of course, we will do that by picking your calls this morning. Hello, good morning to you. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us. What's your name, please?
Johnson is my name.
Okay.
I'm from the Badeggi Johnson here.
Okay, we are listening.
All right. I'm listening to your program.
Thank you very
much. I so much enjoy it.
Thank you.
Greeting to your Santa Claus Day.
Thank you very much.
Please, one issue concerning what happened in Casino. That football match.
Yes.
Okay. Please, I want you to correct one thing there. There was no throat flopping.
Okay.
There was no knife. Okay. What happened there was somebody among the crowd threw a bottle. Okay?
Okay.
And wounded that player. Okay. I saw it on TV myself. They made it yesterday.
Okay. It was a bottle.
Not a throat slitting.
Not knife at all.
Okay.
The player comes down is really Ghanaian. All right. Okay. Nana something. All right. And he spoke. He spoke to correct the issue.
Okay.
So,
the player spoke to correct the issue that it wasn't a knife.
Yes.
That it was a bottle.
Bottle, yes.
Thrown at him.
Or a missile from the crowd.
Yeah, it was a bottle thrown at him. I'm asking. Was it a bottle that was thrown at him?
Either a bottle or stone. Okay. A missile and assault.
Okay.
A missile that can wound somebody. All right. But not that somebody walking with a knife. Okay, so let us correct that impression.
All right.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your call this morning on our show, The Global Review. If you're just joining us, it's a global review and issues in the news, where, of course, we read out newspaper headlines and, of course, analyze them and open the phone lines for you to call in to contribute on the show. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Johnson. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
IGP, good morning. No.
Good morning, sir.
I beg. I want to ask once. No, sorry, my name is Joy. They call for Chanchaga.
Okay.
I beg. I want to use my mother talk.
Please, sorry. You call back. By the grace of God, we'll pick your calls. And then here it says 28 billion naira debt cripple Ibom Power. That's Akwa Ibom Power there. Lagos gives Nupeng deadline on Lekki e-call up compliance and discuss installed 70,888 new meters in August. All right. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, this is Mr. Dekule on the line.
All right.
I want to speak on this former governor and former minister placed on EFCC wanted list for embezzlement or by phoning money.
Yeah.
You can see the dramatic of leadership in this country. When we bring a leader to power or appoint a leader to power, and after 4 years, EFCC will be dragging in around or ICPC. So you can see how bad the leader of this country is, and you can see how bad the system is totally corrupt. And even we, the follower, are part of the problem. We know most of these corrupt leaders, this bad leader, but by the time they spend money to drag themselves into leadership, what do we really expect? And that is just what we see that is happening within the former governor and former minister now with EFCC. But for me, as far as I'm concerned, if we didn't embezzle that money or siphon that money, EFCC will not place in the wanted list. Even right now, they are even placing it in Interpol so that it cannot even go anywhere. So I think even the gravity of this offense is about $14.something million. You can see in this country a former governor. I don't know why after their tenure they are dragging a former governor, a former minister, a former senator. Where are we going in this country? And you see the leadership of this country going out to borrow money when people are siphoning the money of people in this country. May I not see us in this country?
Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So sad.
All right, thank you, Mr. Dekule. And then Nigeria's problem is not religious. A very big caption there this morning. National Library headquarters. Time to finish what we began. And then, Mr. President, beware of old traps in new disguise. Now, that is another headline there on Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
We thank God. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Suleiman.
All right.
Yeah, I want you to shed light on this, my opinion. Hello?
Yes,
we are listening to you.
Good. Nigeria concerned citizen. Have you already called it?
Conservative what?
From America. How would the family of the people that are not Christian, that are affected by this insurgency, feel when they hear about only Christian are concerned about? Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Paya, I think what he said is, how would the family of those who are killed who are not Christians feel? I think that's the question. Because the utterances of Trump was because of the genocide of Christians. Why is he just hammering on? Yes.
No, I think this issue
about those who are not
Christians. This issue has been debated for quite very long. America is always used as a gimmick to get into the country. You understand? Actually, there is a killing. And anyhow you want to look at it, when you say Christian genocide, then what will you do about the Muslim genocide? Because there are several cases of attacks on mosques. You understand? People pray in the morning, in the night, in the evening, on all the times of the days. Muslims were being attacked in the morning. In Kano, there was a time that it was a Friday mosque. You understand? And a very congregational prayers that had a large chunk of population in the forgotten these mosques in I think in Fage. Yes, it's a very and the attack, they kill a lot of life was being lost in Zamfara, in Katsina. even in Nigeria, so there are cases. So I think America is just using that one. We shouldn't allow ourselves to be overwhelmed with that. Nigeria must understand ourselves, and that is why some clerics and clergymen are saying that let's come to one corner table and have an understanding. We Muslim Christians, we are living together. In Niger State here, you have families, many families of Christian Muslim, of a single family that have Muslim and Christian coexisting, living together. You understand? There are cases of that in so many cases in Nigeria. So religion is nothing that we should allow. In as much as religion is a very sensitive thing, we shouldn't allow some people to come into religion or use religion to divide us. We are already having that cases of divide before. Politicians sometimes, because they knew that the politics and religion is a very sensitive thing, whenever they want to vote, they will come to you and tell you, yes, we need Muslim Christians. Don't allow Muslim, you understand, because he wants his name to be in the ballot. So after giving him the mandate, you don't see him again. So we shouldn't allow issue of religion to be a thing. You know, those who actually look at sensitivity of religion actually feed American with fake stories. And I don't, in fact, it's not even a fake story. America have their ears in the ground. They knew what is happening. They have a real-time update on what is happening in Nigeria. But they try to break us. We could not, we disagree to be broken. So, through which means would they follow? They now use religion, which is a very sensitive. So, please, Nigerians, let's have that, you know, that feeling of oneness. We are all Nigerians. We have our different religions, but Nigeria is one thing that binds us together. Religion is a thing of mind. God is going to judge you according to what you do. Not going to kill somebody who is a Christian or going to kill somebody who is a Muslim that you say you're going to make it in heaven. No. So we should have that orientation.
Okay. That I believe he understood. All right, 09138579001. Let's hear from you this morning. Let's pick two more calls and then we wrap the program up. Hello, good morning to you. Hello. Can you hear us? All right, please, when you pick your calls, you listen to that, which, of course, and then please talk to us. Hello. 09138579001. Text messages can be sent right about now, so we can look at them and then we read them out. Or if there are no text messages, CSOs apologize to FIRS chair to false corruption allegations. And of course, Coalition of 9 civil society organizations has apologized to the executive chairman of Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, Dr. Zach Adideji, after findings and clarifications cleared him of allegations. All right, that is a headline. There are more details. You grab the Nation newspaper. Infra credits guarantee mobilizes local currency debt to Sea Solar's energy project. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning this morning.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
All right, it's one of my name is Shuaibu Dama, calling you guys from FL, aka the name is Action Card. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I think Trump is suffering from what we call power intoxication. And I think we are all one Nigerians. And the aims and objectives of Trump is to make use of religion so that he can tear us apart. And which by his grace, that can never happen in Nigeria, and we are not going to allow that to happen. Trump is just trying to use what we call a political aggrandizement, but by his grace, at the same time also, we are not going to allow that. That's my take. Good morning.
All right, thank you very much. I think, Usman Apai, that will be the last call this morning on the show. But before then, Jibrin dumps NNPP, a former Director General of Tinubu support groups. Abdulmim Kofa Jibrin has defected from the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, to the All Progressives Congress, APC. He also declared support there. All right. Also, President mourns ministers' mom. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has extended his condolences to the Minister of Environment, Malam Balarabe Abbas Lawal, on the death of his mother, Hajia Dayabatu Lawal. And then U.S. Senate deal sets stage for end to government shutdown. The longest government shutdown in United U.S. All right. Country of particular concern. That's a very high one there. It is merely stating the obvious that Nigerians have long been divided on the issue of the engulfing terror, whether it is of the Boko Haram, the so-called header farmer. That, of course, is a headline there. You grab a copy of the Nation newspaper this morning for more details. And then Islamic group gets chief missioner. All right. Canadian-based author hails Ido Hausa over varsity legacy. And then Debule leads women to Criterion Conference. And then Basa's journey of grace and grind from Agege to Alausa. Those are the headlines this morning on the Nation newspaper. And of course, moving now to Usman Apaya for his parting word and IG in the studio.
Well, goodbye.
That's all.
You don't tire me.
Yeah, all right. I want to thank you for listening and tuning in. Tomorrow is another day. You can join us again, same time, same station. Don't forget, democracy dies in the darkness, and bad governance is like a stray bullet. It doesn't discriminate. Today, you're supporting that man. Tomorrow, it could be you in another person's bad situation. Yeah, but that's bad governance.
All right, thank you very much, Usman Apaya and IG this morning. Join us same time tomorrow for another edition of the program, the Global Review and Issues in the News. I am John Sully. Bye for now.